Sometimes when people talk about growth mindset, it's like, what the heck are we even talking about? What does that mean? Growth mindset, or one aspect of growth mindset, is recognizing there's growth for me in any situation, and I have to be the first one who decides that I want to grow from something, and I get to choose. Everybody, my name is Nat, and I am your mindset coach, here to help you in shifting your internal world so that you show up that much more powerfully in your external world. You guys, I cannot win this week. I've tried filming this video multiple days, and there's just so much construction happening around our apartment, which I celebrate because I love a good upgrade. So if there's some noise in the background, some banging, some talking, it's because our living situation is going through an upgrade, and we celebrate it and we welcome upgrades in all aspects of our life. So today we are talking about week 3 in the How I Let Love In mindset series. I'm going to talk about how I went from single for 7 years to finding my soulmate and being in a committed relationship with the coolest person on the planet. He's all mine. No, he's proof that there are so many just like him. He's proof that there are so many partners out there to choose from. And so that's what we talked about last week. We talked about coming into dating with an abundance mindset instead of focusing on the one, seeing dating from the perspective of there's an abundance of options and I get to choose the one that I want to align with in my life for however long I want to have them. So if you haven't watched that yet, I'll go ahead and I'll link it up here, and you guys can go ahead and check out that replay. But this is week 3 out of 4 weeks total of the Let Love In series, and this one's gonna be a quickie one. We're gonna dive right in. Let's go ahead and let's do it. So today we're talking about how I started to show up with dating with this mindset of, I can't fuck it up. What's meant for me is meant for me. And that thing will find me. That person will find me. Those clients, that business, all aspects of life. The thing that's meant for me will find me. And I will also find it, and I will also attract it. I can't ruin what's meant for me. I can't ruin what my destiny is. There's this Romanian saying, actually, that my parents have been telling me for a really long time, honestly, since I can remember. And it's, ce ia e pus deoparte. My mom says it a little bit more quickly, and I'm like, am I saying it right? Does it make sense? But basically, what is yours is set aside. What's yours is meant for you. So I started showing up in dating with this perspective of what's meant for me is meant for me. I just need to show up to be a part of the process, and I need to show up as me. As long as I'm showing up as me, as long as I'm showing up authentically, as long as I'm showing up honestly, doing the best that I can in this dating process, what's meant for me will find me. And it's not going to pass me by. It's not going to be lost. Yeah, sure, I could intentionally keep at arm's length the things that are meant for me, the people that are meant for me. Yes, I can self-sabotage. I've done a teaching on self-sabotage before, and I can go ahead and tag it in, but it's in regard to your business. But all things are universal in what I teach, so I'll go ahead and I'll tag it here. And I'll also be doing just self-sabotage teachings in the future, so make sure you're subscribed if you haven't yet. But we can self-sabotage actively, for sure. But if we're showing up authentically, openly, honestly, what's meant for us isn't going to pass us by. Even if we screw up a little bit here and there, which I absolutely did in dating, even if we maybe miscommunicate a little bit just because we haven't gotten used to communicating, even if we show up and we kind of just maybe futz around and aren't completely open about what we want, or maybe we don't know what we want just yet, still, what is meant for us will not pass us by. And if you have that expectation, you really can't screw it up. And what helped me with this mindset is noticing that when I'm showing up in dating or in any aspect of life, embracing the challenges, embracing the screw ups, embracing the moments where it felt like I was falling short or not doing good enough, I was able to see every single one of those moments as I'm just learning. I'm just challenged and learning how to be better, a better partner, a better communicator, a better business owner. Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, that was really uncomfortable. Yeah, I could have done better, but I'm grateful that I went through that so that next time I can do better, so that next time I can show up better. And that's a classic growth mindset. But sometimes when people talk about growth mindset, it's like, what the heck are we even talking about? What does that mean? Growth mindset, or one aspect of growth mindset, is recognizing there's growth for me in any situation, and I have to be the first one who decides that I want to grow from something, and I get to choose. I get to choose to be the victim of something that's happening, or I get to choose to grow from it. And it's making that conscious choice over and over and over again. And when we do that, we're able to actually grow, but also when we do that, we recognize how powerful we are. We recognize how every single day we're getting closer and closer to our desires. And that's in dating and in any aspect of your life. So that's your big takeaway, and that's gonna be your homework. I want you to notice, how does it feel to show up in dating this week, knowing that I can't screw it up as long as I'm me. What is mine is set aside. As long as I'm me, as long as I'm honest, as long as I'm embracing this whole journey, even if I screw up, what's meant for me is not going to pass me by. And I'm open to receiving what's meant for me in the process. Let me know how it feels. And don't forget down in the comments to drop how you're feeling and how are things going for you during this series. Just a little reminder, on July 15th, I'm going to be doing a Safe to Be Loved Masterclass. It is a masterclass on love, on how I actually allowed love in. It's one thing to manifest a partner, but it's a whole nother thing to actually feel safe in a relationship, to actually allow love in. And this is in regards to romantic relationships, but this also is in regards to letting love in any aspect of our lives, letting love in for ourselves and letting love in for friendships and just deeper connections. So that's going to be a workshop that's happening July 15th. The link to sign up is down below. I'm doing it, I say 2 times a year, but maybe it'll only be once a year around Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. So I'll go ahead and link it down below. If you don't catch it this time, maybe you can catch it in February. And if you don't catch it in February, then you're not going to be able to catch it probably till the next year. So I'd strongly recommend signing up for it and reserving your spot and inviting your friends to join in too, because who doesn't love community and accountability? And if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, whether it's one-on-one support or just shooting me a question and having me answer it on TikTok. Please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. I love hearing from you. Keep up the great work, and I'm so excited to see you next week.